Welcome everyone, it's me Mrister, and we are going to solve the Skunkworks October collaborative setting competition final four puzzles. Those are the top four that have been judged by judges. I don't know who they were, actually. Kind of a good question. And we are maybe going to solve them, probably, I think. I'm a bit rusty. It's been a little while, but I hope you are excited as I am to get into it. We have some amazing puzzles to get through, and the premise of this contest was to get in a pair with another setter. Hello, Kagisho. Hello, everyone. And you're going to, they had to pick 2 out of 4 inspiration puzzles and build a Frankenstein monster by mashing up 2 of those 4 puzzles. So we're going to start by looking at the puzzles that the first pair has mixed and matched up. First up, we have Medieval Upheaval 4 by Nordy. And this is quite a terrifying puzzle. I was looking at these to see, what kinds of things might be coming up here, and this is very terrifying. So the basic premise of this one is that the numbers in the corner show you the number of chess sums that are the same. So the sum of digits that share a region that are a king's move away, same thing for a knight's move, same thing for a bishop's move. I have a hair in my mouth. That is embarrassing. And it shows you how many of those for that cell are the same. So if we look at this 6 here, then the king's move adds the 6, the 4, and the 2. Or maybe it's just the 4 and the 2. I think it's just the 4 and the 2, actually. And then also the bishop move is adding up the 2, the 1, and the 3, meaning that both the king's move and the bishop's move are equal, giving us a 2. I am just doing the main one, but I am just showing off how ridiculous these rules are. And it's a chaos construction, so if you're interested in something like that, you should go check out Medieval Upheaval 4 by Nordy, but we are going to look at the next inspiration puzzle, which is Elephant by Peter Venus, or Pajor V if you prefer. So this is a standard 10 lines puzzle. Each blue line consists of one or more contiguous groups of cells, each which adds up to 10. These groups cannot overlap. Digits on a line may repeat, even within sums. So standard little 10 lines mixed up with a medieval upheaval. I guess let's see what they came up with. I need to change my scene really quickly to that. All right, what do we have here? No, we're not doing it. This may or may not be a 24-hour stream just to get through some of these puzzles. Given the inspiration, some of them are terrifying. Notably, this one. All right, I am gonna need your guys' assistance in terms of what the heck to do with this, because it is quite intimidating. So we have chaos construction. So if you've never seen a chaos construction, basically it's like a Sudoku, but you have to build the regions yourself. And this one has been created by Dad Jokes and Donatello86, both of which are very good setter. Donatello, kind of a new setter, but still awesome. All right, so let's get through the rules first, Balfi, before you start telling me things, because I will forget that you told me something. Okay, so chaos construction. Chaos construction is basically you're building regions of 9 cells, and you put the digits in the region. So it's basically an irregular Sudoku, but you build it. 10 lines. 10 lines are the same thing we just saw in the elephant. So these lines, these blue lines, they have sections that up to 10. So you could have these 3 cells that up to 10 and these 2 cells that up to 10. It could be double 5 here and a double 2 6 there. You can repeat digits on the line. Of course, those have to be in different regions. And yeah, so there's you couldn't do like these 3 digits add up to 10 and this doesn't add up to 10. It all has to be part of groups that sum to 10. And then we have chess sums. Chess sums. A cell with a number in its top left corner is a chess sum cell. The number in the top left corner indicates the exact amount of chess sums satisfied by the digit in that cell. A digit in a chess sums cell gives one or more of the following. The sum of all digits that share its region are a chess moves or a chess king's move away. The sum of all digits that share its region are a chess knight's move away, and the sum of all digits that share its region are a chess bishop's move away. Okay, so let's try to construct an example here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 9 cells. That was not what I meant to do. So let's say this is the region for this 3. So then we would need, you look at the, well, that's not going to work because the knight's move, there is no knight's move, which is already quite interesting. But and there is no bishop's move either, so I should probably fix that as well. And that's not going to work either because, okay, this is already pretty interesting in terms of this cell, but do I have enough now? No, I need one more bishop's move. How the heck am I going to do this? I need to somehow, yeah, like that. So now if I look at so these red circles, these pink circles, and these gray circles all have to add up to the value that's in this X, because it says 3 of the chess sums work, so they all have to add up to the same thing. So there's kind of like a fake arrow here that points to there. There's kind of like a fake arrow here that points to here, fake arrow here that points to here. And the gray is bishop's move, so along the diagonals. King's move is the 8 cells around it. So if this was one of the chess cells, which it is, then if we're looking at the king's move, it would be these cells that we needed to add up, but it's only within the region. So obviously this doesn't work because this cell couldn't belong to a region, but just for example's sake. So these two, let's just say this is 9, then this could be like 4, 5, 1, 8, 3, 6. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's very confusing, but we'll just peek back. I don't know how this looks on the screen. It looks terrible. Let's change the scene. We'll peek back at this thing, and if you're confused, pause here and just look at this for a little while, this little example, and then come back with us later, because I can explain this like a million times and it will still not make that much sense. So just look at this example and yeah, it should make sense after a little while looking. Okay, let's get into it. So what did Palfly say? Because I know Palfly said something. Row 1, column 1. Okay, that's the one we were looking at. It needs to see at least 2 cells by bishop and knights. Okay, so the interesting thing about these chess sums cells is that it's within their own region, right? So you can't, like with arrows, you could do like a 2-cell arrow that had a 1 in the cell and then a 1 somewhere else, right? In a different region. But since they're always summing from the same region, they can't repeat the digit. So every chess sum needs to have at least 2 cells that are summing to it. Because if it only had 1 cell, then it would be the same digit, and that wouldn't work because it's in the same region. So we need to somehow make it so that this cell, let's make it green, they can share a digit. Yes, the two sums could share a different digit. For example, if this was included, then this would be in the king's sum and in the bishop's sum. But what I'm saying is that it needs to, this couldn't be the only cell. Well, it'd be the only cell by regions, but couldn't be the only cell that's in the bishop's move example. We need to have more than one cell, otherwise we're getting in trouble. So this one, where do we see the knight's move? Well, it's only these two cells. So those two cells have to be in the region with this 3 in the corner, because otherwise we wouldn't have enough cells to add up to this total. So we also need 2 cells in the bishop's move. Now I'm wondering, it was really hard to get that cell in, but I'm also concerned if we put this cell in. Thank you, Belsita. If we put this cell in, right, we need the king's move to add up to the oh, one thing I've just noticed just now is that these 2 cells cannot both be in the green region. Because if those 2 cells were both in the green region, then that would add up to the same as this cell. So we would have sort of like an arrow that does this. And it could do this, but there's a point I'm trying to make, is that this is a 10 line. So these 2 cells, of course, add up to 10. And this is a single digit number. Well, we can't do that. This needs to be a single digit number. We can't put 10 in this cell. So we cannot take both of these cells. One of these cells is green and one of them is something else. It's like pink. Row 2, column 2 is now trapped. Well, you could do all 3 of them green also, but yeah, that's another reason why, for sure. So what else does that tell us? Well, that tells us that there needs to be another green cell that is king's move, and the only one that we could get would be that one. So one of these 2 plus this one is equal to this. So we only have 2 cells for this one in the king's move. And now that's really interesting because this cell is overlapping both the king's move and the bishop's move, which means that we can't do 2 cells in the bishop's move, because if we did 2 cells, it would be like having an arrow like this, but also part of the arrow like this. And since they're in the same region and this digit is shared, these 2 digits would be the exact same digit. Let's just put an example in there for clarity's sake. If we had 9 and then 5, both of these would be 4. So what we need to do is we need to extend this arrow one more so that we could do something like this. We need to have 3 digits on that arrow, at least. Now, I feel like it's not possible to get this one. If we were to do something like that, I mean, that's the best we could do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's actually closer than I thought it would be to being okay, but it's not okay. So we have to do these 3 cells. So now we know that these 2 cells add up to whatever green digit is in here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and at least 1 more. So we have 8 cells of the green region. We need 1 more cell, but there are no more that are going to contribute to the sum. These 3 add up to 10, but these 2 add up to this digit. So this one adds up to the difference between 10 and, I'm going to say, red circle. So red circle is equal to the sum of these 2 digits. And it has at least 3 different combinations. So 7, 8, and 9 are the only options, because if we had a 6 as the sum, oh no, that's stupid. No, that's not stupid. Is it stupid? 6 would be, we could do a 4, 2, 1, 3. No, that's not possible. It needs to be at least 8. Yeah, it needs to be at least 8, because we have, yeah, exactly. is 2 times the sum of 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so, oh wait, 2 times the sum of, I think that's the wrong, I read that wrong. 2 times the sum of 5 digits is not right, because that would be 30 at least. So I haven't convinced myself 7 is not option yet, but obviously this would have to be 1, 2 if that was 7, and that would have to be 4. So then 3, and then this now has no options. So yeah, I can see it can't be 7. So let's just trust 2 times the sum of 5 digits. Sure, whatever that means. So then this has to be a 1 or 2 because these sum to 8 or 9, and those. These be 1. Well, those can't be that 1 or 2 for sure. Oh, thank you, David. David donated $10 and he says, "Welcome back. Great to have you streaming as always. Thank you all. Thank you to all you incredible setters for everything out there and countless hours of entertainment and making this community something special." I suck at reading text from a screen. I don't know why. Always been the case. 7 would have put 3 in row 3, column 3. Oh, right. Row 3, column 3 is what you said before with 4. Okay, that does make a lot more sense. Okay, that makes sense. Great, by the 10 logic earlier. Thank you so much, David. Love you, and yeah, love all the setters that give so many hours and entertainment, and yeah, the community is definitely very special. As for the great to have you back, I'm kind of between like a busy season and another busy season. So right now we're doing this, but you know, I can't really continue, unfortunately, streaming all the time, but I would love to, but life gets in the way, of course. Maybe we should look at this one just quickly, because what is that saying? That's saying that this cell, which is like in this sum to 8 or 9, is the sum of either bishop's move, which is definitely impossible, knight's move, which is definitely impossible because that is this digit, and this is in this digit's sum, so that's not possible. So this has to be within the sum of king's move, but it can't be this digit because we've already discussed why it can't have one cell. So it needs to see something else by king's move. Let me change up my settings here. So if it needs to see something else by king's move, then it needs to see, there needs to be one more, oh wait, there already is one more green cell in here, because there needs to be a green cell that connects here. So actually those lines weren't correct. I forgot that we had already thought that. Prevents 1 from going on the 10 line. 2, 3, 5 prevents all the sums of 8 on bishop. Why does it prevent? So if I put an 8 here, it puts a 2 here, which means these sum to 8, and it means that 1 has to go on one of these 2 cells, right? So this has to be 2, 3, 5, but then you can't do 2, 6 in the 2 green cells that are here. You could do 1, 7. Wait, you couldn't do, oh wait, no, that's possible. Okay, not immediately seeing that. But I did want to focus on this because this definitely can't be a 1. It can't be a 2 because 2 is not the sum of 2 digits. 3 seems hard. So then this can't be that. Yeah, 5 would be too much. 4 I think is even too much, yeah. No, 4 is fine. 4 is okay for now. It's about the bishop, not the king. Okay, so we We have the 2, we have the 3, 5, right? And this would have to be a 1 in that case. And then this would have to sum 8, which it cannot because it would have to be a 5, but there's already a 5 in green. Okay, okay. So this is a 9, which, I mean, everyone saw that coming. That's not really a spoiler. That's obviously a 9. So then there is some number here. These two add up to 9. Could be a lot of things. These two add up to 9, though, and so it's 6 and 2, 5 and 3, 4 is not in there. And this can't be a 3. Oh, interesting. So if there's only one more digit here, then it goes with its 9 pair, which is kind of interesting. Because it already has 1. And then if you had like another green cell here, then it would be 5, 4, 1. Or 6, 5. Oh, 6, 5, not 6, 3. I don't know what I'm talking about. But 5, 4, 1 seems actually plausible because that sort of doesn't take away. Because if it was 6, 5, 1, then you wouldn't have the 3, 6 or the 5, 4, and you wouldn't have the 1, 8. You would only have the 2, 7 and the 3, 6, which would be possible, I suppose. Where would the 4 go? I guess just anywhere that doesn't interfere with other things. Hello, Skojo. How's it going? Surely we can move 1, 2. Yes, we did. We did. Okay. So maybe we have to. Well, this can't be green. Surely this can't be green. This is green. I will be distraught. It's not green. What the heck is it? Because like we need the knights move, we need bishops move. That is definitely not going to be in the same area as that. So we would need something like this. Where does row 1, column 3? That's what I was thinking about. So get its knights move. I think probably here, right? It can't. Okay, it can't be green. It can't be green because if it was green, then these would need to be. Oh no, it could be that. Easy way to see it. If it's green, yes, that's what I was about to say. But then I got kind of interrupted by my thought of maybe this could be green. Row 1, column 2, column 2 is 9. Then what's row 1, column 3? Oh, greater than 9. Greater than 9 because it has 3 cells. Ah, okay, 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 okay. Good, 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 good. So this is not green. Don't know if I can say it's pink, but it's definitely not green. But that has to take those 2 cells because even if this is pink, then pink cannot get all the way around to get there. So this has to be the same as these. Let me just orange it, and we'll keep in mind that pink could be orange if it goes here. This is just, maybe I'll do, instead of pink, I'll do like the white background, just to say it's green and something that we don't know. So orange, of course, has to come out here. And now green has to connect here. Means that this is either, well, we don't actually know if there's another cell here. It could be, yes, no, it can't be 1, 2, 3 for 6 because then if it was 1, 2, 3 for 6, this would have no value. So this is either a 4 or a 5. What does that tell us? Well, there's definitely a 5 in here. It means this can't be 4, 5. So this is either 3, 6 or 2, 7. And we already knew this was 6 or 7. Oh, wait, that takes a 6, doesn't it? because there is a 5 in here. This can't be 4, 5. So it's 2, 3, or 6, 7. And there is a 6 or 7 in here. So there is a 6 in one of these 4 cells. This cannot be a 6. I think that's right. So 5 plus 1 plus 3 is 9. Means that this is 2, 7, and there's a 6 in one of these 2 cells. 3, 6 breaks the bishop. Where, Lure? God, we're already like 20 minutes into this. We've done nothing. We can't have any more. I'm going to turn to edge only, and I'm just going to stop doing things like this 2, 7 thing. We can't have any more cells that are green that are kings moved by this. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Please don't do that. Okay, so where can we put this 8? I guess pretty much anywhere here be the 8, right? Ah, okay, it's already done. Of course that pair. Oh, this is 6, 4 because those add to 10. What else do we know? What else? This is my brain during any solve, but this is just out loud. Okay, so let's look at this. So the 3 needs to see at least 2 via king's move as well, and they add to the same as those 2. So it could be these 2, or it could be this one and this one. Is there a problem with this one and this one? Well, these 2 add to 10. So that means that, like, if this is an 8, this would be 2 and 6. That seems highly possible. Oh, wait, 2 and 6 is not possible, actually. Wait, it's okay. So what about 7, 3? That would mean that this has to be a 4, which is possible. Which would be the only option if this was green. Okay, what about the bishop's move? Okay, the bishop's move is much more interesting because the bishop's move, if this is green, that's really interesting for bishop's move because then these 2, wait, even if, okay, this is the same trick as before. Even if this was orange, it is included in the king's move. Oh no, that's not 3. That's only 2. Oh no, it's included in both. So then even, yeah, this is true. This is the same as this. This one is included in the king's move. Therefore, this, since it has to be at least 2, it's included in that one. So then the bishop's move has to be at least 3. And there's no way this is going to work. There's no way that's going to work. So this has to be those 2. There's absolutely no way that's going to work, right? Right? That's 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 10. Okay, so these 2, if I can highlight, are in, and this has to be in. Because if this isn't in, then this is in, which we already established is not possible. So this is in. If this one was in, does that mean this has to be 4 cells? No, these 2 cells could add the same as those 2 cells. Right? Oh, this one? We have to think about this one again? That one's green. Then these 2 sum to the same as these 2, and that's okay. I don't know why I was saying it must be orange. I was like stuck on this, like it has to be 3 cells, but it's only if it shares a cell that it needs to be 3 cells. So that's not true. Okay. So these sum This is in this is sum. So row 3, column 4 isn't knight. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, because it has that in its sum, right? Okay, that's interesting. And if it was bishop, bishop seems hard. So let's look at that in a second, but I just want to pencil mark these two cells because this one, we know that this one is bigger than the other one. And they add to 10. So this has to be like this, right? Wait. Didn't we already talk about 6 and 7 in terms of this situation where we have these sort of sums with the 3 and 2 cells in that? Isn't 6 and 7, that's impossible, right? But then 8, 2, 4, and then these two cells would have to sum to 2. That doesn't work. So yeah, I don't think this can be in. If this is in, then these two cells have to sum to 2, which is not possible. Unless I'm missing something. Is it possible that all 3 of these are in? 2, 4, no, that would be another 2. 2, 6, no. Oh, sorry, I was adding 10. 2, 4, no, that's still another 2. Yeah, okay, so I think this is green. This cannot be orange, otherwise we have a problem. I believe that is true. I believe it. I believe. Okay, so then this has to be orange, which means it is a 4. This is a 2, a 3, and a 7. This is a 6, and it is green. 2, 7, and that's all of green, right? Yes, that is all of green. This has to be orange. These two add to 7. Not really seeing, I guess it could be 5, 2, or 1, 6. And these two add to 7. Again, 6, 1, and 2, 5 either way. Oh, that's not 5. Okay, so then we have one more cell, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we have one more cell, and that goes there. So this cannot extend like that. Can you guys hear the vacuum behind me? Row 1, column 5 is 8 or 9. I believe that, because we have to have an 8 and a 9, and there is a 9 in the row, so that is an 8, and we have a 9 in one of these two cells. So what the heck is going on with this? This can not be bishop's move because the only thing we could add is a 9, and 9 is not going to help us. Oh, wait, there's a 4. There is a 4. But 4 and 1 or 5 do not add up to 2 or 6. So even though there is a 4, we do not have that. So, oh yeah, it's definitely not a 2. We definitely know it's not a 2. That's true. So we know all this stuff now. So it's a 6 and we have 1, 5. Okay, that would have been much easier just to say it's not a 2. As I said, bit rusty. That's true. Let me just save myself in future and just pencil mark these as that. Whoa, this one is really restricted. Three, 6, 8, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Right, so we can't have this one as orange, otherwise that would add to the 6 total. So that one is orange. I keep thinking, what if there was a rook's move? And there is a puzzle in the series of medieval upheaval with a knight's or a rook's move, but not this one, of course. Oh, we have this as a 10 line, so this is not a 5, and this is 6, 3, or 1, and it's not a 3, so this is not a 7. That's really cool. Row 2, column 8 is either a 4 or a 5. Because if it was 3 cells, then this would be an 8, and it can't be. Okay. So it's either 4 or 5, and this is a 3-cell sum. These two add to 8. They can't be 3, 5 because the 5 sees them. They could be 6 and 2, or 1 and apparently not. 6 and 2, or double 4. Double 4, right? Double 4 also works. Could be double 5. Yeah, could be double 5. Can't that smaller? Oh, yes, this can be double 5. Sorry, yes. I removed 5 because I was saying, yeah, this is a 10 sum. And I was like, 5. 5 goes away, right away. But, of course, it can be double 5, of course. Not bad. What about this? This sums to 10. This cannot be double 5 for multiple reasons. Can't be 1, 9, can't be 3, 7, can't be 4, 6. So doesn't this need to be 2, 8? Which means this is a 4, this is a 4, this is a 3. That's not a 4, that's not a 6. This is looking even more likely that it is double 5. That's not a 4, that's not a 9, that's not a 3. All kinds of normal things. I guess we can look at this one, yeah. I think that's what Powfly said, or maybe that was a different cell. We can just pencil mark this one up, and that. Oh, that can't be 2, so that can't be 8. Pencil mark this one. 7, 4, can't be 4, so this can't be 6. 2 can't be 2, so this can't be 8. 1 and 3. This puzzle is awesome, yeah. So these 2 cells we don't know anything about. Cool. I guess we know that these 2 are in the same region. We have our pink back. Row 4, column 9 is a 3 by the fact that you have 2 different sums. Ah, good point, good point. In the same region, 2 different sums adding to 3 is not possible. 7 or 9 makes sense for that. I guess we can say the same for this one, because that cannot be a 3 for the exact same reason. Could these add to 10? Probably. I mean, they either add to 10 or 20. Also not 4 for the same reason, right? Right. Those are only 2s, right? All the rest of them are 1s now. Okay, so let's see here. I guess we can focus on our 2s, right? This one doesn't have that many options. I mean, we think about knight's move. I mean, that could be 4, 5, 9. Not seeing an obvious king's move, but that's probably the easiest one to do in a lot of different ways. What's going on up here? Because this one, I mean, you can wrap around and not take very many. Row 1, column 9, this one, sorry, is definitely not knight or bishop. That is true. Yeah, that's true. This is not knight or bishop, so it must be king. And so let's think about if this is double 5, then these 2 add to 5. Well, I can see they can't be 2, 3. 1, 4. Is that possible? 1 and 4. If this is double 5, then this is 1, 9, so this can't be 1, 4. So I don't think this is 5 ever. Because if this is double 5, you need these two to sum to 5 to make this chess sum work, because it can't be knight's move or bishop's move. And these two can't be 2, 3, and they can't be 1, 4. So this is 6 and 4. Not sure if I bypassed something there, but I wasn't really looking, or I wasn't really seeing a whole lot of interesting things. So, so now we have 4. Could we ignore this 4? Could we have like a 1, 5, 1 and 5? I don't see an issue with that. We could, no, we can't have double 3. I was gonna say that, but that's super stupid because we have 3s in both of those. 4 and 2, the 2 would have to go here. So I guess we can say that this is either a 1 or a 2, right? And it must be in the same region as that. Because if it wasn't in the same region, these two would have to add to 6, and they can't. Yeah, that's pretty simple. And then this one either combines with this, which would be a 2, or combines with this one, which would have to be a 1. 1, 5 breaks the top. Ah, okay, so 1, 5. I was thinking, oh, this doesn't, these two don't see this one, but this one sees that one, which means this has to be 9, 1, and it doesn't work. This would either be double 5 or 1, 9, right? So this has to be 2, 4. Obviously, that can't be the 4, so that has to be there. And this now cannot take that cell, otherwise it would be more than 6. So, just that. So this is something else. Let's yellow it. This is now 8, 2. Good catch, Alpine. This is a 1, 5. Ah, no. I was going to say something stupid. Oh, but there's always a 5 in here. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I was thinking the opposite thing. Like there's always a 5 here or something. So this is 5, 9, and 7. Not a 9. Blue needs to grow and has a 4 already. Okay, so it needs to come down here because this is not enough. It's never enough. So we can actually color this a different color, and it needs to come all the way to there. Red it, I guess. The yellow needs to come out now, which is forcing a bunch of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that we can't push this further, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, so do we know red isn't yellow? No. Could be yellow. Do we know red isn't yellow? Is that a better question than I thought it was? Let's think about that in terms of the chess thing, because this would be 8 cells, so we're almost there. And the blue would take all this, so we don't have any of those. So then we need to have at least 2 here, right? So bishop's move is quite fruitless. I mean, we could have 2 cells there. Knight's move would be those 2 cells, or maybe that one. That one does not look good. Well, it would be those 2 cells, and then we could add in that one, but it doesn't look good for that. And then king's move would be these 3 cells. Nothing like jumping out at me of like, that doesn't work. If a small line is 5, 5, the red takes row 2, column 7, how would the chess sum work? Ooh, interesting. Okay, so if this is 5, 5, right, okay, so if we have 2 5s in here, blue cannot take the whole thing, so red will have to take something. Then how does the chess sum work? in row 4, column 5, and row 6, column 4. Row 6. That? Yeah, we can't take this cell, yeah. If we were to do that, then we would be forced to do this, right? Because the king's move, the bishop's move, blah blah blah. None of those. The knight's move is freaking useless, and the king's move, it would be 5 and 1, or 1 and 4, sorry, and that would be cutting off blue from over here, and then we would have to take 2 5s with red. So then we would only have bishop's move. So bishop's move is either saying this cell and something else. That cell is way too big for 5. So then we have to look at these cells. And there's no way we can get these 2 cells and that cell without taking this 4. And we can't take this 4 because there's already a 4. Or we can't take this cell because then we would take a 4. Right? This is too far, I think. Yeah, that's a freaking behemoth region. So that means that this is not double 5. Geez, that is a hard step for sure. But kudos to Kagisho for spotting that. Okay, now we should think about this 9 in terms of the bishop, or sorry, the chess sums. So if blue took this 9, that seems tough. I mean, we could do knight's move, maybe. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Because the king's move definitely does not work. The bishop's move looks trash. So knight's move is really the only thing we have, and we could do 6 and 3 for sure. Okay, so what about red? What if red took this? If red took this, then we can't take that because then we would cut off. Well, we could do that, right? Well, then we wouldn't have the king's move thing anymore. We could do that and have this plus 5 and 4. It seems like there's quite a few different options there, as far as I can tell. I guess we know this isn't red. So, and could this be pink? Let's get rid of pink. I don't think pink is useful right now. This is something, right? This is something. Let's make it pink. And then the 3 looks tough. If we had the 3, right? We have so many 1-2s going on here. Let's look at king's move first. So let's look at king's move. If king's move is the way, then we either have a 4 and a 2, would have to go here. A 4 and a 3, which would have to go here. Can't do 4 and 1, 2. 9, 4 and 5 could go here. Maybe this is fruitless. A fruitless pink effort. What is happening with this? If this doesn't connect with red, what the heck is it doing? Because there's like the knight's move is basically dead. So this can't be knight's move if it doesn't connect with red. And if it's not knight's move, then it's either king's move with 3. But how many cells do we really have for bishops? Like, Oh my god, we'd have to do that, right? Because, or no, we could do that. But is that, we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, just barely. Just barely. We picked up a lot of trash along the way, though. I mean, that one is, or sorry, this one isn't necessarily true. And red take row 1, column 6. This one. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. I think we have something with this. I don't think you can do. Oh, you maybe can do that. Okay, yeah, maybe you could do that. So I guess the question is, can you get the 3, 7? What? Where's the 3, 7? In row 4? Oh, because of this? Okay, so you're saying if red go for column 8 is 3, red can't take row 1, columns. What? Oh, wait, because blue needs a 1? Where does blue get its 1? If blue, blue. If, oh, sorry, red, or sorry, this is 3 if red can't take this. 1 needs a region. Okay, so if red can't take this, right? So then that if that's blue, then this is 3, is what you're saying. That's pretty obvious. But why is that? Why is that interesting? I mean, I already think. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. If this is a 7, that's actually pretty interesting. If, how does the king sum work? Which king sum? Um, if this is red, if these are red, sorry, if these are red, then how does the king sum work? Well, I don't think it can. And the bishop, or sorry, the knight sum is pitiful, and the bishop sum is pitiful. So this kind of has to be a king sum if it's red, right? Did we decide? Did we decide that? Decide that before? I don't know if we decided that before. Okay, we decided that before. So then, yeah, how are we gonna do the sum? I mean, we have 1, we have 4, so we need another 4, and we can't sum the 4 with, yeah, so it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Is that true? Like, we can't do the bishop because there's obviously no room. We can't connect this anymore. We can't, yeah, the knight's move is pitiful, so yeah, okay. I think that's true. Agreed. So this is blue, which means this is blue, because if this was red, then we would get cut off. So if that is blue, then this is 3 and this is 7, which is going to make our lives a little bit easier in terms of what we were doing before. So, right, because this, oh, that is, what? the heck is going on? Now we have 7 in 2 ways, right? But we can't use a king's move to make that because we already have a 5 in the region, which is not in the same sum as the 2. And if we did 3 cells for the king's move, that would not work because this is neither 1 nor 4, and we need to do 1, 2, 4 for 7. So king's move suddenly is bad for this one, which is crazy. Let me just pencil mark this real quick while I'm sort of sitting on that. So we have to do knight's move, and let's look at the knight's moves. There's no way red is not yellow. Because if red is not yellow, then we only have this cell, which cannot be itself. So red is yellow. And we have, if we had these 2 cells both as yellow, that would not work. So this is, I don't know, gray. And yellow has to come through here because otherwise it would loop around gray, which is not okay. So then these 2 are blue, which tells us that this is a 3 because 4 and 3 need to add to, yes, yellow already has a 7. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's at least one judge who broke this. This is something. Oh, there's no 5 here either. So we need bishops. We need bishops. We don't have bishops yet. So these 2 cells have to add to 7 or 3 cells, which is definitely not happening. So this has to be 1 and 6. There's no way this is not 1 and 6. And that has to be yellow. Now we have 4 plus 5. That's all the yellow. All the yellow, all the blue. Let's go. 9 and 8 have to go into here. We know the order of because of this 9. This is 6, 9, and something. Oh my god, what? 6, 9, and 1? Oh, interesting. So this is either 1, 9, or it's 1, 9, or 1, 6, 3, which, 1, 6, 1, 2, but there's no 1, 2, and there's no 3 here. So this has to be a 9. This has to be a 6. That's really complicated, but we'll accept it. Well, not really complicated. It's just, there's a lot of possibilities. The 6 should already be satisfied by knights. Okay, yeah. These 2 sum to 10 as well. I don't want to. What? I was not expecting that. But I guess that's a naked single. Wait. 5 is also possible, but there is a 5 here, so that is not possible to be a 5. Whew. I thought I just messed up and we were gonna be that one judge who broke it. Okay, so let's think about this 6. It's very possible that this 6 could be king's move. No, it can't be, because that would be 4 and 2, but there's a 2 here. So it can't be king's move. So that's not true. If it's knight's move, it only has 3 different options, and none of those are going to give us a sum to 6. So therefore, it is bishop's move, and it does not have a 4 in it. So it is either 1, 2, and 3, which I find very unlikely, or it is this 5, and there is a 1 probably there, or maybe there, or maybe there. 1, 2, 3. Well, either way, either way, even if it isn't this 5, there would need to be a 1 in one of these 3 cells. That would be pink. That one seems highly suspect, especially considering 2 also needing to be on the bishop's move in that case, which would then need to be... Yeah, that's not going to work. There's absolutely no way it could be 1, 2, 3. I don't believe it. Because the twos are wild. I mean, let's just pencil mark some places where 2s can go. 2s, 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 2s. And then let's look at the diagonals. That's not going to work. There's no way that's going to work. Row 6, column 8 isn't 5 because of the 10 line. That would be double 5. 6 column 9 is minimum 3. Right, because it can't see, it sees 1 and 2, 3, 4, 8. Is that really the only options? This is now two 10 sums. So this can't be 5 because it needs to sum to 10 with this one, which is now either 3 or 1. And this one now sums to 10. So that's either 7, 6, or 2, which it can't be 2 of those things. So it is a 7, and this is a 3, and this is a 9, and this is a 1, an 8, and this is a 3. And now I'm curious about 3s, because it does not look like there's rich latitude for those. So 3s have very little wiggle room. Oh, there's only 2 3s left. Let's look at these diagonals again, and let's totally confirm with ourselves that this is not 1, 2, 3, because it can't be 1 through 3, because there is no 3s left for it to be 1 through 3. So it needs to be 1 and 6, or 1 and 5, and I'm just assuming that it is this 5, but I guess I should probably consider the fact that it could be another 5. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Oh, my nose isn't bleeding on screen. Okay, so sorry. 5. Can it be a 5 here, for example? Maybe. Dang it. Possibly. Let's pencil mark these 3. 1, 2, and 7. I'm going to guess it's probably 1 and 5 here, but it could be something else. What should we look at? We should look at this 9. Why have we looked at this 9? This 9 is probably almost resolved. So we have no 9 sums in here. We could have 2, 7 there. But otherwise we would have to do this. Maybe worth marking column 7. Column 7, oh yeah, probably. Oh, column 7 right here. That's the wrong column. Column 8 and column 9 also look markable. I do not have a mark button. Sorry. And 6. Okay, that's interesting. These are 1 and 5. These are 4 and 8. Okay. So what if this didn't take the 7? If it didn't take the 7, could it still have a king's move 9 sum? 1, 3 would need a 5, which it cannot get. So no. So the only possible for 9 sum is 2 and 7. It can't be 3 and 6 because then how the heck is this going to get out? So 2 and 7 is possible. What about the knight's move? Knight's moves for this cell. That is a lot of options. Probably the only one that sums to 5 though is, or sorry, to 9 though, is 4 and 5, and the 5 would have to be up there, which is suspicious because I already think that 5 belongs to the 6, but I don't have it confirmed exactly. Okay, so then what about bishop's move? Bishop's move is those cells, because up here is nothing. 1, 2, 6 looks probable. 2, 4, 3, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 6 is pretty much the only thing that's sticking out to me. Maybe 1, 8? Nope, there's an 8 up here. 4, 5? No, there's a 5 up here. 2, 7? Maybe if this was 2 and 7? Possibly. Could work. Probably not. I mean, we'd have to come around here, and then we would have to basically surround the 7, so that's definitely not going to work. So we have only a couple options. We have 4, 5, which requires us to take this 5, which probably requires us to go here. That, I think, is probably going to be what we're doing. Or we have... So we cannot do a bishop's move and a king's move at the same time. Therefore, we must do a knight's move. Because if we had a bishop's move, we would need these at least, right? But then a king's move requires only these two to be gray out of these cells. If only these two were gray, then we couldn't have the 1 in the 9 sum. So, and we can't have 2, 3, 4 because we don't have enough 3s in the bishops. So we must include a knight's move, which I only see 4, 5 as being possible. We can't have 3, 6 here. We can't have 2, 3, 4. We can't have 8, 1. We can't have 7, 2, because this cell is the only cell that could be 7 or 2. And have 3, 6, so it has to be 4, 5. So then this has to be gray. And if something else was gray along this border with this region, then we would be surrounding that region, which is not possible. So this makes me think, because I'm not sure, it could be 2, 7 here, and that would be easy. But I think it could also be like 1, 2, 6 here, which would also be fairly easy. Definitely the 3 does not... Okay, this is... Wait, no, the 3 could belong to gray if we did 1, 2, 6, right? If we did this, is that... That is 9 cells. Is that all the digits from 1 to 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Dang it. Okay, but the important thing, that this 6 no longer has this 5. Either way, this is a 2. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Either way, this 6 loses this 5, which means we have to find another 5, 1 for this 6's bishop move, because king's move is not working and knight's move is not working. So therefore, one of these 3 has to be 5. And we also need a 1 in one of these 2. God, could gray be pink? That's a good question. I don't know. No, it can't be pink. It can't be pink because that would put a 7 on this 6's bishop, which doesn't work. What do you mean there's only one place for 1? Oh my god, there is only one place for 1 because we placed this 1. Thank you, Deimos. Oh. Oh yes, also there would be 2 gray 4s probably. I don't know. This is a 2. I think we did that before. This is now a 2. This is a 7. This is a 2. This is a 2. Okay, this is pink now. There is a pink 5 in one of these two cells. I'm gonna like do this. Please remind me what this means. Okay. Nine knight sum is settled, is it? We take this one? Is that possible? No, because then this would not belong to gray, and we couldn't get... This would be a region of 2, then. Yes, that is true. This is 4. We already have... Okay. What? 4, 5? Oh, we already have 2 digits in it. Right, sorry, I'm stupid. I'm losing my mind. So this cannot be in, of course, duh. Well, okay, this is annoying, because now somehow we have 3 available, but only 2 of them exist. Ah, that's so evil. Oh, where does gray get its 6? It has to be here. Because it can't get 6s in here, and there's no way it can take that 6 without taking a 5. So that's gray. So that tell us? Well, we know... Do we know this 3? Oh. Oh, I didn't even register that. The 6 sees 4 and 2 by King's move. Therefore, it must be just 4 and 2, so it cannot have any other cells in King's move. Wait. No. Losing my mind already. It's only the first puzzle. That tell us, what is that? Well, that tells us that this has to be something, doesn't it? Wait, this is, how many cells? 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, what? This has to be something. But that, if that is something new, then this region has 2 3s. Or this region is too small. So this has to be gray. So therefore we have to do the bishop's move. We can't do the knight's move. So this has to be gray. And that's all the numbers from 1 to 9. We already checked that. Oh, that is so cool. That is a really cool move. So this all has to be red. That's 7. This has to be red. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Okay. What else do we know? What haven't we used? Not used. Red has 1. Yes, 1 digit left. If that's the digit, if that is the 1 digit, how does that work? That doesn't work at all. That's definitely not gonna work. So that's red. And that needs to be a 9, which makes this a 3 and that a 3. Beautiful. Okay, so these 3s are the last 3 regions. I guess the 2s are the last 3. We only have one left. Well, I guess there's 1 down here. I guess maybe we could mark 5s, because 5s can't go in those 2 cells. So 5 in this column is in one of those 2 cells. 5 in this column is in one of these 3 cells. 5 in this column is in one of these 3 cells. That's not as productive as I hoped. Row 8, column 4 is a 4. Oh, that's true because 1, 5, 8 in the column, and 1, 5, 8, and 4 have to be in the row. So that is a 4. That's an 8. That is a 1 or 5. A 4. That's a 4. That is not a 4. Means that there is a 4 in one of these two cells, or just that cell apparently. So where does the 5 go in this row? It has to go right there. Does that mean that, yes, yeah, I don't know. This is think 5? I don't think it does. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe row 6 or 6 column 5 is probably a given digit. Yes, in the column. It's a 7. This is a, we should just do Sudoku. Just do Sudoku. This is a 6. Yeah, let's just find something good. So we have 2 5s. We need 9. We need 8. 6s, which is apparently place, which places the 9, which places the 7. So then, just gonna get rid of my corners. This is 1, 5, 8, and something, which goes there, which is 9. Okay, so we're here. We're here. We're here. Setting this would have been a nightmare, I think. Let's look at this 7. Okay, so I obviously could see this 3, 4. Could see this 1, 6. Or could see this. So many options. What? I don't think it's going to be that. That could be 8, 5, 3. This could be. This can't be King's move. What about bishops? Maybe 8, 6, 2. Ah. Is this? Okay, so let's look at the 4s, I guess, because we already have a 4 in here, so we can assign this to be, I don't know, that yellow, and this to be that green, and then is it possible that this is green? Probably not. I don't think row 9, column 1 can be a 5. Ah, that's true. In all of my options, I was saying 8, so I think you're right. I think it has to be an 8. I'm just going to trust you blatantly. Oh, this 8 means that this is an 8, so this can't be bishop's or knight's move. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And it can't be king's move, so it has to be bishop's move. So these are all in the same region. Booyah. Don't say that very often. Okay. Wait, what? Oh no, 1, 5, and 2 add up to 8. This is a disaster. It already is bishop's move, or already is king's move. Oh wait, no, because they're not in the same region necessarily. Okay, that's... That's annoying. Oh, this is the 5. This is the 5. That is the 5, because that's an 8. I don't know. Let's think about it, okay? Only 1, 4 can take row 5. Right, because if this took that, then it would be too big, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's too big. If this 4, yeah, that 4 definitely cannot take that, right? Yeah, that's just not. That would be way too big. So yeah, okay. So we can say that these are the same region. Now, is it possible that this takes this? I feel like it's not. Because then you would isolate this, wouldn't you? Yeah, there's no way that this can possibly take this without taking this. So then we know that this is pink, and we know that this is yellow. And therefore, because of the 4s, we know this is yellow. Okay, okay, okay. So 2, 3, 4. We can't bring pink in here. So this has to be, oh, well, at least these two have to be green. This one could be pink maybe. This green is throwing me off. It's like the same color as the lines. The 6s, right? The 6s. Okay, so if this was the brown 6, then it would cut off yellow from its 6. So this has to be 6. That's the 6. Okay. What about the 3s? The 3s. This has to be yellow and this has to be pink. I'm gonna make this pink the pink in this color palette just to make it easier for myself. Okay, okay. This 9 is yellow, right? Because if it was brown, then these would be isolated. So this is yellow. This is pink, and this is brown. This is now pink just because it's trapped. This can't be anything but brown. This is just finished. Now this is where it gets tough. Oh, it already sees King's move. This already sees King's move, so it can't see. This can't be 6 and 1. If this is 6 and 1, this is broken. This is probably what's going to break the deadly pattern. Now row 9, column 1. Right, so this can no longer be 6 and 2. So these are all the same thing, which if it was brown, that would be too much. So that is yellow, and these are brown. Right? Yes. Okay. And then this is 6 and not 1. Because if it was 6 and 1, then it would be 2 rather than 1. That's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's 5. And why did I not get it complete? Is it just not auto on? Probably just not auto on. No! No! Oh! Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what is wrong with me today. Okay, so the reason why it's this and not this, because 9 plus 3, 4 is not 7. It's actually just 1 and 6. I just was completely blind to this 9, and I was like, oh, it's already 3, 4, yay! Okay, yeah, okay, woo! Actually, yay. Let's go. Let's go. Only 3. This is great. Seriously, this is awesome. Like, this puzzle was really good. I'm very happy with this puzzle, and honestly, like, it's going to take some very strong contenders to beat the insanity that was this puzzle. Reminder that you have to wait until you see all 4 puzzles or you solve yourself all 4 puzzles before voting. And I believe M Nasty has maybe sent me the. No. Okay, I'll use that. I use that. Thanks, thanks, Cookie Show. Okay, so yeah, M Nasty hasn't sent the voting link yet, but when he does, I will put that in the description. Oh no, I've already shown you the puzzle. Well, it's pretty similar, so don't worry about it. So we have next up. Next up, we have I Love Sleeping and forgetting the name, and Good City. Or wait, yes, Good City and I Love Sleeping. And we have, for inspiration, ever essence, that's a very hard word to say, by oddly even. So it's like checksums, but also circles. This one was featured on CTC, so you might have seen it already. Only 3 stars. Only 3 stars. Hopefully that means that the resulting puzzle isn't too hard. But the next puzzle, which is inspiration, looks monstrous. I mean, it's only 4 stars, but I don't know. It's pseudo numbers, which I had not seen these before. So in a pseudo cell, the value is determined by multiplying its row number by its column number. So, but apparently that's not the end. So in the original puzzle, the pseudo cells were like the value of like 6 times 3, or in row 6, column 3, so 18, right? I already know because I read the rules. That's not exactly what we're going to see here. So let's just go right into the puzzle and we'll talk about it. Okay. I think we need an intervention or something, because so we have counting circles. A digit in a circle indicates how many times that digit appears in a circle. So if this is, for normal counting circles, if this is a 1, then there's only one 1 in circles. If this is a 2, there are 2 2s in circles in the whole grid. 3, there are 3 different instances of 3 in circles, etc., etc. That's not exactly how it works in this puzzle, but we'll get there. Checksums, so digits in the circles outside the grid, so we have to determine what the value is, indicate the sum of the first n cells where n is the value closest to the cell, or closest to the clue. So if this is a 3, then these 3 digits sum to this digit in the circle. It could be a digit, or maybe multiple, or a higher digit. I don't know. I think higher digit is possible. I'm not exactly sure about the outside digits. I think they're only single digits. Not sure. Okay, so then in each row, column, and box, there is exactly 1 pseudo cell, much like doublers or S cells or whatnot. And much like doublers or S cells, the digits 1 to 9 appear once each in a pseudo cell. For the purpose of counting circles and checksums, the value of a pseudo cell, so let's just say this is a pseudo cell. Or let's go for the ones on the edge are so annoying because they're 9. I guess maybe, I don't know. This one, no, I don't know. This one, I'm just gonna. So this is row. I'm gonna turn on the row and column labels for this because I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't. This is row 3, column 1. So the value of this cell, regardless of whatever's in it, it could be 5. Oh, so sorry, I hit the mic. I'm sorry if you have headphones on and that was horrendous. It's talking with my hands. If the value is 5, it doesn't matter. The value of the cell does not matter at all. Is the stream frozen? Was the stream frozen for the first 30 minutes? What's happening? Or is this a joke? Okay, this is probably an inside joke. Sorry. So the value of the cell, completely irrelevant. What does matter is the row and column numbers. So we have row 1, column 3, so the value is 3. Now that's simple. So that, in that case, it would be simple. So the value for checksums and the counting circles would be 3. Let's move on to the example it has here. Row 4, column 6. Well, let's go row 4. No. Row 4, column 6. Okay, row 4, column 6 is 4 times 6 is 24. And you would think, yeah, 24. So it has the value of 24, right? And what is that? What the heck does that mean for counting circles? No. It is look insane. So it is 2 4s. 24, 2 4s. So the cell's value is 2 4s. So if it's a counting circle, it would be counted as 2 4s. It would be as if it was 2 4s. Oh my god, I hit it again. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking with my hands. 2 4s as I talk with my hands. 2 4s. So if it was a counting circle, whatever the value is, it doesn't matter if it's 4 or 8 or whatever, it would be 2 4s. That would be what it would be considered as. If the cell is an exsum, which, I mean, you can't really have an exsum starting at row 2, column 4, but I guess it could be a part of an exsum clue. Like if it was this cell, right, then it would be these cells, right, or something like that. Then it would be counted as 2 4s added together 8. So in row, let's say, for example, this one, there's no way this is a pseudocell. Because if this is a pseudocell, then that's row 9, column 7. 9 times 7 is a number, which would be I'm terrible with numbers. I'm losing my mind, honestly. 9 times 7 is a terrible number overall. Anyways, it would be like freaking like 6 7s or something. 63, thank you. 6 3s. 6 3s added up together as 18. For some reason, I knew the value of the cell was 18. I like knew that in my head. For some reason, I have no idea how that came about, but that was like in the back of my head. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 18, but I wasn't even able to do 6 times 7, or sorry, 9 times 7. Yeah, a bit tired. It's been a long week. Okay, 6 3s would be 18, which I think that means that the exsum would have 18 cells in it, which is not possible. So there are a lot of weird things going on here, and I'm excited to get into it. I mean, it would count for 6 3s, which is too many 3s because you can only have 3 3s in circles. So for multiple reasons, that is nonsense. So yeah, I mean, given this 63 thing, I made the mistake of not counting the circles at first. Okay, let's count the circles then. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 48 49 and 50. 50 circles. What? 50 circles. Okay, so little trick, right? So if you have a 1 in a circle and you have 2s in circles, right? Then you know that if you have a 1 in a circle and you have 2s in circles, then that makes up 3 circles because obviously there's going to be 2 2s and 2 1 and 1 1. So you can kind of count the circles and then think, how many circles do I need for this set of numbers? Now normally it would be something like, I don't know, like 42, and then you would know there's no threes in circles or ones and twos, because all the digits from 1 to 9 add up to 45. But currently, we have 50 circles, and I believe that's correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If I counted wrong, it's terrible. We have 50 circles. 50. The digits from 1 to 9 add up to 45. So to get 50, we need to include digits not from 1 to 9. And within the Sudoku grid, we cannot have digits that are not from 1 to 9, I think, because the pseudo cells for counting cells, I mean, unless you're saying like, I mean, you're not getting numbers over 100. So then we know that outside of the grid, we would have to have some 2-digit numbers to make up the difference, right? We have how many outside circles? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 outside circles. So we're either looking at 10 or 11 as the outside number. And we can either do that with 2 cells or 3 cells or 4 cells. But that doesn't mean that these are 2, 3, and 4 necessarily. Oh, wait, right. Could it be that right? Could it be higher with pseudocell? I was thinking that, like, this cell, right? This cell, if that was a pseudocell, oh, you mean the value outside? No, it can't be, right? Because the pseudocells are only inside the grid. You can't get 2-digit numbers inside the grid, because 9 times 9 is 81. So you can't get over 100. It wouldn't be like 211, two 11s. That's not 21 ones. Um, but okay, so row 4, column 5, right? Ignoring the obvious, we're not counting zeros unless we are counting zeros. Oh god. Please tell me we're not counting zeros. I mean, you could argue one way that there could be no zeros in circles, and then you could argue that no zero contributes to its count of zeros, so therefore there could be an infinite number of zeros. I'm going to go with the 0 zeros. Yeah, because you're counting them, right? So it's 0 zeros. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. But anyways, ignoring the fact that if we had 2 zeros, which is 20, right? 4 times 5 is 20. If we had 2 zeros, then it can't be in a counting circle, but you could have it contribute to an x-sum. Like 2 zeros contributing to an x-sum is 0, right? Like 4 zeros contributing to an x-sum is 0. But right, okay. So it can't be in counting circles. So I guess anywhere that we have God, I am so bad at math. So anywhere we have a counting circle which would give you a 0, we have to remove that option. So those can't be pseudocells, I think. And then we know that none of these can be pseudocells. That's because it's going to be like, well, we know this one can't because we already did that. 81, 8 ones, that's not going to work. 7 twos is not going to work. 6 fours is not going to work. I hate the number 7. I don't know. 49 is 7 times 7. 4 nines. 4 nines can work. Yeah, right. So we have 64 minus 8 is 56, right? So 5 sixes will work. Okay, so that's that. What do we have here? That was 63 minus, so that's 54. 5 fours, that's not going to work. Either direction. Again, I hate the number 7. 70 or 49 minus 7 is 42. 4 2 is not going to work. Yes, 7 twos, or it's 14. It's not both. It's either 7 twos for the counting circle, or it's 14 for. Yeah, right. So it's 7 twos added up, which is 14, which is for the exums. Mark cells you checked as possible. Oh, yes, probably mark them as checked, right? So that works. 2 5s. 3 6s works. Yeah, okay. 4 5s. 4 5s works. I guess we should mark these symmetrically, right? 14 is for the exum only. Yeah, it's for the exum only. 8 times 6 is some number. Yeah, I'm just okay. So I guess everything in 1 will work. Let's do this more methodically than just like randomly picking numbers. Okay, so everything in 2 should work at least up to there, right? And then the 0 does work here. 1 2 works. Yeah, 1 2 works. 1 4 works. 1 6 works. 1 8 works. 9 works. These are 1 6. What am I doing? 1 5. 1 5 works. I just said these were. This is 1 1 2. Again, this is 1 6. I was looking at both of these for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, 3 and 6. Oh yeah, I guess we should look at these ones more carefully, because okay, so we have 3, which is fine. We have 7, which is fine. We have 9. Oh, 7's not fine. 7 is not fine. 1, 9 is also not fine because these outside clues need to be like 10 or 11 or less. And 1, 9 is not okay. I think 5, okay, 5 might be okay. 5 could be okay. Oh, but no, it can't be okay. Okay, so 5 can't be okay because if this was a pseudocell, then there is no pseudocells in its column. So, here, let me scroll those pseudocell rules because those are way more confusing than that. Because then there would be no pseudocells in its column, and then you would have 5 non-pseudocells, which add to more than 11. Oh, so that's green, right? This one is also green because we can't have 9 cells add up to 10 or 11. These two also have to be green, don't they? I mean, it doesn't really matter what they are. They're green. Okay, so let's keep going methodically. So 3 times 6 is 18. 1, 8 is totally fine. I just realized I've been thinking about these as if they had circles in them when not all of them have circles in them. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so 3 times 7 is 21. Two ones is not okay. So this is not okay. This is okay because it's not, there's no circle. Row 8, column 7. Uh, 64 minus 8 is 58 or 56. 5, 6 is okay. 5, 6 is okay. Oh, 5, 6 is for the x sum. So no, it can't. Okay, so it can't be, but for a more complicated reason. Because this can't be a 1. Because if that's a 1, see, we can have one non-10 or 11 digit outside the grid. But that digit can't be a 1 if the digit that is inside the grid next to it is also a 1. Because that's is also a circle. So the coloring, the green is not pseudocell, and the gray is, we have checked these, they could be pseudocells. 8 times 3 is a number, 24. 24, 2 4s is totally fine with me. And 3 times 9, 27 is 2 7s, 14 for this sum, but it could be 2 cells. That's totally fine with me. So row 7, column 2 is not a pseudocell? Why? Because it would be, wouldn't it be 1, 4? A single 4 is okay. Oh, there's already a pseudocell in the row. I don't know. I was just not reading the rest of chat. I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, that is true. These are not pseudocells. Green might have not been the best color for not, but we're here. Reviving. 6 and 4 is also 24, and 2 4s is okay. Yeah, these are nothing really. 4 times 7, I hate 7. 7 is 28, so then 28, 2 8s. That seems okay. We don't need to worry about that. 4 times 8 is another 4 plus 28, so that's 32. 3 2s is not okay. 4 times 9 is, what is that, like 30 something? 36? No. That doesn't feel right. Well, we have this one, right? Yeah, it's 36. 36 is, I mean, it's not even in a circle, so. Okay. Oh, this is for these. So that's also not okay. Similar for that, and then this is okay. So we have 8 and 5 is 40, which is okay because there's nothing there. Not okay here because that would be 4 zeros. 7 and 5 is 35. That's 3 5s is okay for slightly worrying for this, but I think it's probably okay. 6 times 8 is our last one, so it's 48. 4 8s is totally fine with both of those things. Okay, finally we're done with that. That took half hour. I'm so sorry. My brain is so dead. Yes, this looks quite amazing of a construction. I do not know how one makes this. But we have some guidance on how they made it after we've solved it, which I haven't read. Maybe I should have read that. Okay, what do we have to do now? We have to actually solve this. So I guess in all the non-pseudocell... No, that's not true. In many cases, such as this one, and actually only this one, this has to be 2, 3, or 4. No, wait, because it could be... Oh, it could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, because it could be a 1, and then we could have 10 outside instead of 1, or instead of 11 outside. And this one does not have a circle, so. And the reason why I can't make all of these 2, 3, 4, well, I guess we should look for, where are the zeros, right? The zeros are only in row 5 and column 5. So therefore, these also have to be 2, 3, 4, and potentially 1. 1 not in circles. But this one, I mean, I think it could be a 5, but not a 6, because if we had one cell that was 0, yeah, okay, so maximum 5. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh, this one could be 5 too, I think. Yeah, that could have a 0 in it. One of these two could be 0. Row 1, column 4. Okay, yeah, these are actually, the value of these is irrelevant right now, right? Because no matter what the value is, they're either 1, 3 or 1, 4 if they're pseudocells. Right. So we don't have any triples. We don't have any pairs. But we do know something. Maybe we know something. Well, we know that one of these two is a pseudocell. So those ones were 4 9s or or 5 6s. Why is this okay? Oh, because this can be a 1. This can be okay, so this is weird. This is weird. Row 5, column 5, and row. Oh, yeah, these can't be 0. These could be, or sorry, this one could be 0. These can't be zeros. So this can't be a 5. Now looking at row 7, column 9, can't be 3 or 4. Ah, because either, okay, yeah, right. So if it took either one of these, then it would be too high. Right. So it either takes this one and it's not a pseudocell, or it is a 1. Okay, so if it is a 1, then we're looking at either there are no 2s in circles and 3s in circles, or there are no 5s in circles, because we would be at the total of 40 circles without double-digit numbers, and we would already have a 1 in a circle. So it couldn't be 1 and 4 that are gone from circles. It would either be 2 and 3 that are gone for circles, which is not possible, according to this, because that would put 4 in both of those. Or it's 5 itself that is not allowed in circles. So if this is a 1, we know that 5 is not in a circle. Okay. If this is not a 1, and there are no 1s, or if this outside clue is 11, I guess is the case, which would mean that this is not a 1, and none of these are 1s. Then we would know that 39 circles wait, what? Am I doing something stupid? 50 minus 11 is 39, so then we would have 6 missing. I'm talking about if we have 50 circles, right? We have 50 of them. Oh, shoot. Right. I told myself before starting this, I cannot do this logic. And then all of a sudden I started doing this logic. Right. Circles can have more than... So how do we... I'm trying to think how do we narrow... How do we even use these? Because what does this mean? This is hard. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about it in the back of my head. Oh. Oh, okay. So if this is 2, then this is a pseudocell. But now this has the pseudocell in it. Right. Okay, so this is a 1, and I didn't need to think about any of that, and I'm glad we stopped talking about that. But now we don't know which one of these this is, unfortunately, because it could still be this one and this be a 2. But we do know that no other circle that is green has a 1 in it. So all of these don't have 1s. It's not useful, really. I mean, I guess there's a 1 in one of these 3 cells. Yay! Touch the mic again. I'm so sorry. I got a mic stand, but the mic stand does not fit the mic. So I need a new mic stand that fits the mic stand. Yeah, the X sum is 1. I can't fill it in. It won't let me. I can't click it to fill it in. We just have to remember them. The X sum is 1. So therefore we know that the other X sums are not 11. Wait, what? Look. Oh, no, never mind, sorry. The other X sums, just that we can't fill in the circles outside the grid, is what he's saying. I don't know too. The other X sums are 10, which does not mean that we're missing a 5, apparently. So what if it doesn't mean that, what does it mean is my next question, right? Because does it mean 5 or less? We're missing 5 or less, or right? Because we can get more. Oh yeah, true. This is not a 1. Thanks, Bell. We can get more than the 40 left. We can get more digits in there, but we can't get less digits in there, right? Isn't that true? So it's 5 or less is missing. And 1 can't be missing. And both 2 and 3 can't be missing. We can't be missing row 7, column 1 can't be 4. Because there's no 1, right? Oh, that might be interesting for this one. Because that can no longer be 4 either. Oh, yes, it can. Because this could have a 0 in it. Oh, wait, no, wait. This is really interesting, actually. Even if this has a 0 in it, right? If this is worth 0, these 3... If this is a 4, right? There's no 2, 3, or 1. So the minimum is 2 and 5. 2 plus 5 plus 4 is too much. Oh, that's true. Also, it can't be 0 anyway because column 9. So this definitely can't be 4. Well, then the question is, can it be 3? Because we were kind of just looking at that and saying maybe it can't be. Because if it's 3, then these have to add to 7. Can't be 1, 6. Oh, they could be 2, 5. Okay. But wait, what happens with the other one? What about this one? Because that also has to add to 7 now. Oh, it had 1, 6. 1, 6. What cell? Be a single. No, it can't, Vilsita. This can't. The rest of the exomes outside the grid are 10. They are exactly 10. What? Thank you? Wait, what? Am I misunderstanding? Because I'm pretty sure that the rest of the exomes outside the grid are 10. Otherwise, we'll have to use more than... Okay, okay. I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, I'm never gonna get this right if I don't know that. Okay, so they have to be 10. Okay. Hmm. So it doesn't seem very likely that this is a 4. Because if this is a 4, both of these have to be 10. Right? That's not gonna work. Because yeah, we can't reduce these even with the pseudocell thing. These are definitely not getting reduced with the pseudocell thing. Yeah, so that's not a 4. I don't think that's a 4. So we have a 2-3 pair, which does almost nothing. Okay, Bell's saying that this can't be a 3. So if this is a 3, I think this is a 2-5. This was 1-8. Yeah, that's not gonna. Can't have 3-1-6. Why can't we have 3-1-6? Oh, they're all circled. They're all circled. That's it. That's it. They're all circled. We can't have another 1 in a circle because this circle already has a 1, although we can't see it. So that's a 2. And oh my god, what? Okay, so now, oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. This, wait, no, what? They're both 1-8. How did I not notice this? 2 times 9 is 18, which is 1-8. And 1 times 8 is 1-8. What? That's so mean. How did I not even notice that? Okay, so I was about to say something, but I guess so. One of them is a pseudocell and is whatever, and then one of them is 8. Okay. What the heck? Okay. So that doesn't really give us anything then, right? We know 8s are in circles, I guess. We know we have 2 8s here. There are 2 8s in these 2 circles. We're on our way. We can only have one more 2 in a circle, which is quite interesting. Oh, what about this? Okay, actually, wait. What is happening? My mouse is not working. Okay, there we go. This one. This one is suspicious. to be a 4. Yes, Durler 2 times 9 is 18, but we read it as a look and say clue. 1, 8, 18, 1, 8. So then there's only 1, 8, which is the number itself. So both of these are 1, 8. Agent, your question is confusing me. How many digits at most are not in circles? I think 2, because no, wait. No, it's 1. There can only be 1 because it has to be 5 or less, and it can't be 2 digits that add to 5 because that would be either 1, 4, which can't be because there's already a 1 in a circle, or 2, 3, and there can't be no 2 and 3 in circles because these are 2 green cells, which if there were no 2, 3 in either one, then there would be, well, there would be no digit here, essentially, I mean, right there. So then it has to be, there's only one possible number that are not in circles. It could be 5, dad jokes, it could be, but it doesn't have to be. Because of the way the circles work and pseudocells, because you can count more than 1 digit in 1 circle. So it's at most 5 is missing. Yeah. So confusing. Okay, definitely not, of course. I had the same confusion, and apparently I was talking about it for like 5 minutes and no one knew what I was talking about. So what about this? Is if this is a 4, that seems incredibly suspicious because there's no 1 in here. And there's no zeros. This just can't be. That's just not a 4, right? We know that. We all know that. But I just said if there's no 2 or 3, this has no value. There's literally a 2 right there in a circle. Oh my god. Wait, there's 2 2s in circles now. There's a 2, 3 pair down here, which is green, and this is a 2. There are no more 2s in circles. What is that? So 2s in green circles is very important there. So I'm just gonna, because I'm like brain dead today, which is great with the Frankenstein theme, brain dead. I'm just gonna casually pencil mark all the green circles as 3 to 9 because row 3 in row 7, column 1 is broken. Oh, interesting. Okay, so because they cannot be anything. Okay, so if this is a 3, I can immediately see that that's broken. Yes, okay. So that is now 2. We can remove some pseudocells now. Row 7, column 6? That's not a pseudocell. I think I'm confused. I just wait. I'll wait till we catch up. We can do the sums in box 7. Yes, green or not. I know it's confusing. This is an 8 because they all add to 10. So that's not an 8. That's not an 8. This is a 3, which therefore needs these 2 to add a 7, which means this is a 5 because the pseudocell does not help with it, and it can't be a pseudocell, so therefore it is green. We can get rid of our 5s from there. These 2 also have to add to 7, which cannot be 2, 5, or 4, 3, 4, so it have to be 1, 6. There are no circles, so I think we're fine. That's not a 6 now. These are no 6s. These are no 6s. That's a weird way to say that. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Twin tuple there. This is 4, 7, 9 triple. They are green? Oh, these two. Yes, these two are definitely green, because those have to be their actual value. So therefore, there's a pseudocell in there, so these are green. Not what I meant to do at all. So this would be 4 5s. Is that okay? Oh yeah, we can take away the gray. I guess we already know we checked all the cells, right? Row 4, column 3. Oh, okay. So yeah. 1, 1, 2 is no longer gonna work, right? And right. So these are not that one. And the same thing is true of these two, right? And the same thing, 1, 1 is not a pseudocell either. Oh, they're not circles. They're not circles. You're right. No worries. We did catch on to the fact that these are also not. But yes. This one we can't grain because we don't. It's not a circle. God. What about 2, 5 is 10? Oh, that's wait. Oh, that's green. Now I'm getting confused. Now I think it's now I'm thinking about it the wrong way. Okay, so what xsums have we not done? We have not done this xsum, which seems very interesting. This xsum, or this xsum. These three are not really interesting. This one stands out to me. If that is a 4, that does not work, does it? That's a 4. And that's a pseudocell. That's 3 5s. That's too much. And there's no place for 2 here. So this cannot be a 4. This is a 3. Okay. Good stuff. Can box 2 have a circled 9? Box 2 has no circles. What? What does that mean? Nine? Oh, I completely ignored this exon. Yeah, that is just an 8. That's an easy get. There's an 8 down here now. How many? 1, 2, 3. 3 different 8s. This one is 1, 6. This one is 2 4s. Interesting. I think he means that we have to circle. Oh. The point is that there is no circle in box 2. And we have 9 in circles. So we need to find 9 circles. So how do we get multiple 9s? What number has 9 at the end? 49. Yeah, this has to be a pseudocell, doesn't it? Is there any other? A lot of numbers ending in 9 are R prime. I think it's this, right? Row 9, column 7, 2, 3, 5. What? The exsum is 2, so it only has 2 cells. So it can't be 2, 3, 5. It needs to be 2 cells. Okay, okay. Just checking that I wasn't losing my mind. I think this has to be 4 9s. Otherwise, we don't get enough 9s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember any other number that we looked at here ending in 9. At least that had more than one 9. You know, like 29, 39, 59. Like none of those are going to work. Okay, so what does that tell us now? Well, there's at least 5 boxes that have 9s. Doesn't tell us much considering we don't even know if the 9 is a real 9 or a fake 9. This box does not have a circle, a pseudo circle. I don't know what to say anymore. Like what terminology to use in this case. Weirdly, we have a quintuple. We have the hidden pair in this row of 1 and 2. Bizarre, but true. Oh wait, what about this? We got this 3, but we didn't use it. These 3 sum to 10. So these 2 have to sum to 7. 1 and 6 still works. This obviously can't be 7, 8, or 9. So, and 4. So this is a 1 or a 2, but it can't be a 2. So this is just a 1. And we don't have any pseudo cells to play with, so it's a 1 and a 6. So many red digits popping up there. Let's go away. There's only 2 places for 6 in that box. Could be interesting. It's okay. So, 2 in box 6. Oh, 2 in box 6 is placed. Thank you, Bilsita. But let's go to Dorler's point about 8. So 8, if there's a pseudocell with 8 on a circle, it must be only row 6, column 3, which would be 18. The rest of them have to be natural 8s. So how many 8s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at least. So then, if this is a 5th 8, then we need 3 more natural 8s. Is there an 8 here? That's not an 8. I'm just trying to see if like we can force this to not be an 8. I don't really see. Well, obviously, we don't have an 8 in here, right? So let maybe look at columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Wait, didn't we say 5? No, 3. We needed 3. I think we have a lot of options. Two is a very interesting digit. That's true. Let's look at 2s. I think 8. I know we have 2 8s up here. I think we have 5 sort of places for 8, maybe 4, and we need 3, so it's like a little bit, it's close, but I don't think we're quite there. So 2 in this box is in one of these 3. I don't know if this is green yet. 2 in this box. Two in this box. Oh, look at that. Look at this. One of these has to be a pseudocell. So this is not a pseudocell. That's weird, because they can't be 2s in circles because we already have 2 2s in circles here. So one of these is a fake 2 and is actually two. It's either 2 5s or it's 1 5. But that's really weird. So we either have 2 5s from here or we have 1 5. Huh. Oh, wait. 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 We either have 2 5s or 1 5. But what does that mean? That means that we have 5. We have 5 in a circle. We also have 1 in a circle. We also have 2 in a circle. We also have 3 in a circle. So what are we missing from the circles? We have to be missing something. Otherwise, we'll add up to too much, right? Oh, wait, could we add up to 0? Wait. We could be missing nothing, couldn't we? Ah, totally could be missing nothing. Shoot. What were these again? These were 2 6s, or sorry, 1 6 or 2 4s. 2 4s would be interesting because then we would know we had everything. Row 6, column 2 is green. If it wasn't, it would be a 2. Hmm. Circled for in either box 7 or box 9. So to avoid a circled 4 in here, we would have to put the 4 here. Which would then mean there was a 4 in one of these two, but couldn't that be the pseudocell? Well, you would have to do this and make that the pseudocell. And that would be 1 6. No. Those are a set of digits 1 to 9. Oh! How have I forgotten the rules already? So that means that we do have a 4, so we can't do anything. Right? Like, that just gives us nothing, right? I mean, now we know we have every digit, but okay, that's actually interesting. That I underestimated that. So if we have every digit, then there are exactly 5 digits which we have multiples of, right? Or 5 pseudo digits. Let's say that, because like if it like in this case, right up here where we have an extra 8, right? That's not really a pseudo digit because like it's just an extra 8. It's just one extra 8. But and that doesn't change the count of the circles. But if there are 2 8s in something, or if there are 2 4s in something, that's an extra digit. That's an extra 4. So I'm going to call those like pseudo counts. Oh, that's the name of the puzzle. Um, so there are exactly 5 extra digits. This one is 3 of those because this is 4 nines. So we only have 2 extra digits. Oh, that's interesting because if I put a pseudo cell here, then this is a pseudo cell. This is 2 4s, and this is 2 5s, which would mean that every other pseudo cell could not give you a pseudo digit. A pseudo count, sorry. But I think that rules out all the ones that would give you a pseudo count anyway. Because this doesn't give you a pseudo count. The only other one is this. So I guess the question is this, is it this one that's the pseudo count, or is it this one? What is this? This is 45. 4 5s. So if we had this situation, then that would be all the 5s. This would be 4 5s, and this would be 1 5. We would have all the 5s without needing to put any 5s in circles. But now 5 in row 5. Oh my god. Look, this 5 rules out that cell as being 5. So we need to use the pseudo cell in row 5 for the 2. We've already covered that. So then wherever the 5 goes, it'll be on a circle. So then that will be too many 5s in circles. That'll be 6 5s in circles. So this is not a pseudocell. This is a pseudocell. And these are not pseudocells. And now we don't know if we can say for sure that that is a pseudocell, but it feels like it probably is, but I'm not sure. How do we get more pseudo counts? 6, that would be 3. That would be 2 extra 6s. Hmm. Okay, so this one is 3 5 6, you say? Because something. We're in row 1, column 4. Ah, because we have non-pseudo cells. Okay. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's interesting. If this is a 4, then this is 1, 2, 3, and now somehow we need to make this work. 3, 2, 5, that will work. Yeah, that's okay. That's not a problem. I don't know if this can be 5 anymore, though. That would require this to be a thingy, and then these would be 1. Yeah, that doesn't work. Because 5 can't have a 5 in a sum of 10, even if it's 4 cells. Okay, so I don't know why we have 5 there for so long. It does not belong there. So, oh, this is more interesting now. Oh yeah, okay, so I don't know what I'm talking about. If this is a 4, this is a 3, and then this is a 3. So then we have 1, 2, and these have to sum to 7. Oh, this is where this comes into play. This would have to be a 7, and this would be a 0 with the thingy thing. That's brutal. That's probably what it is, isn't it? Because if this is a 4, and this is a 3, and you have no way of making these sums work. Right? Maybe? Possibly? What if this was a 0? And then these 3 summed 10? Oh, that could work, couldn't it? I think no matter what you do here, though, this needs to be the thingy. Right? There's no way it's not. Because you need the 0. If you don't have the 0, then this is totally broken. I think that's true. I don't think you can do it right without that being a 0. Which does help a lot with other things, so I will take it. And then I think to get the extra 2 counts we need, because we have 3 right now, 3 extra pseudo counts, and we know that it's all the digits. I think this needs to be a pseudo cell so that we have an extra 2 counts. So I think those things are true. And I think we've got all the pseudo cells now. Okay. Row 2, column 8. Yes, this is an 8. And this is also an 8. Okay, so let's look at our 8s again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 8s in circles. Do 6 8s, 7 8s, 8 8s, I guess. And 9 8s. Oh, I guess. Oh, wait, one of these two is. Because this one can't be 8 anymore. Well, that's weird. So one of these two is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think we need to have 8s in here, and we can't have an 8 there because we need it for the count. And one of these two has to be an 8. I'm gonna like green those. Oh, not green, pink those. 2 in row 5. Oh yeah, yeah. That's an easy point. We know that this is now just a 3 no matter what goes in it. So, and it has the value of 3. So these two add to 7. 2, 5. Oh, so this can't be 8. Ah, that's brilliant. So this is 8. Sorry, I got distracted. 2, 5. It could be 3, 4 because this just has the value of 4. It doesn't, or 3. It doesn't have to be 3. Or 1, 6. 1, 6 would be a deadly pattern, but you're not using uniqueness, of course. Okay. What now? Surely we can count 3s in circles now, right? Oh, right. No, 1s in circles. That's true. 3. Only 1 3. Oh, this is a 3 in a circle. So that's 2 3s in circles. So that could be a 3 in a circle. Oh, this can't be 6 then. There's a 3 in row 8. One of these two is a 3, and it's in a circle. So that's 1, 2, 3 circles. So that can't be a 3 in a circle. Those can't be 3s in circles. This can't be a 3, so it's anything else. I think that's all the 3s. Or that's all circles. One of these two is a 3. Okay. Thank you, Belsita. So this is 1, 6 in circle. This is 3 6s in circles. So that's 4 6s. 4 6s. There are no more 2s in these cells. Form box 2. Is it resolved? If this is a 4, this might be it. Couldn't it be that? 2, 5? I think it can be that, dad jokes. I think we're close. We're really close. Okay, so the point about the 5 being in one of the circles is still true. So we have 2 5s in circles. Jesus Christ, counting this is so annoying. Sorry, it is a good puzzle. It's just getting tired. So where was I at with my 6s? I feel like I need a notepad. I'm just gonna bring up a notepad. New window. Okay, we have all the 1s, all the 2s, all the 3s. How many 4s do we have? Unclear. Unclear. Or I have no idea. Fives, we definitely have 1 in row 5 and the 1 from the pseudo. So we have at least 2 5s. It's 2 5s. I don't see any other 5s that look enticing. 2 in box 8. Row 3, column 1 is the pseudo 8. Oh, look at that. There's no 8s in any of the other red cells. So that is a pseudo 8. You're right. Whack. Okay, so that's an 8. So that's an 8. Oh, very nice spot, Belsita. Finishes off all the 8s. Maybe we should think about, like, where's the pseudo 1? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 3, 6. That can't be a 6. So pseudo 1 is in one of these 3 cells. That can't be a pseudo 1. There's no, this can't be 3 or 4. But that, and this can't be 3 or 4. But there's no way this can be a pseudo 1. If that's a 1, yeah, that's just broken. So then, because you can't make these sums work at all. So one of these two is a pseudo 1. In fact, given that if this is a 4, this is 5, 1, we know that there's a 1 in one of these 3 cells. Because either the 1 is in here for the 4, or the 1 is here for the 4. I mean, that doesn't really help very much, but true. 3, column 5 is 1 or 7. That is true, yeah. Can't be a 2. Oh, so look at 2s. Look at 2s. That's 2. That's a 1. So that's not a 1. Beautiful. And that is a 1 for the red. Awesome. Very cool stuff. Oh, now look at, oh no. Yes, look at ones in here. They can't be in a circle, so there's 1 in one of these 3. Lines up with this one. So there's 1 in one of these 2. 1 in this box is like there? Yes. Yes, it is. And that is actually resolved. But this is crazy. This is a crazy puzzle. Wow. Okay, this is a very, very good like little sequence here that I'm enjoying quite a lot. That can't be a 6. 6. Shoot. It could be maybe. I don't know why it couldn't be. You're right. You're right. But it does do that at least. So that makes this a 4, that a 5. Beautiful. That's a 3. So these two add to 7. They're either 2, 5. They are 2, 5 because they're not 1, 6 or 3, 4. So that is a 2. That's not a 1. That's not a 6. That's not 4 or 5. That's not a 5. That's not a 3. This is 6, 7, 9, and something else 3. That's a 3, weirdly. 5, 3, 6. So that's a 3. 3 in one of these 2. And a 3 in here. Oh my god, that's a 1, 2, 3 triple? Weird puzzle. Where is the pseudo 3? Right there. Which somehow did nothing. There's a 3 in one of these 2. Yeah, it's literally just a 3 in box 5. It's already placed. That's weird. 5 is not here. 5 is in one of these 2 cells. I'm just gonna get rid of your pencil mark because you're now doubting yourself. Oh, 5 is now here. Now 5 is over here. Placed, actually, weirdly enough. So 5 is in one of these 2. And I don't know. Row 2, column 5 is a 6. Oh, look at that. So that's a 5 because of this triple. That's a 5. a 7-9 pair somehow. That's a 4 then. Those are not 5s. That's not a 4. That is a 5 based on the row. That's not a 5. So there's a 5 in one of these two cells, which lines up with that one, giving us a 4 and a 3. 1 and 2 and 3. That's a 4. That's a 6. That's a 1. This is all starting to come together. This is a 5, 2, or 5 and 2, 3 and 5. No 4. No 4. That is a 6. That's not a 6. This 4 is already in red, so that's not a 4. That is a 4. 7-9 pair, which looks up and sees a 4? Yes. I don't know why that took me so long. 6, 7, 9 there. 4, 7, 9 there. It's not a 4, that's not a 6, that's not a 4. Another 7-9 pair. So these two are 6 and 4. Answer. This is a 1 and 6. This is 7 and 9. Again, 7 and 9, 7 and 9. It's a 6. This is also a 7, 9. This is 6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 9 again. This is a 7 or 9. That's a triple, which means this is a 1 and a 4. Okay. Yeah, let's count the 6s. So 1 6 here. 2 6s, 3 6s. Oh, and another 3 6s. Thank you. So that's all the 6s. So no more 6s in circles. I almost made a demonstrable mistake by assuming that, or not catching that this was a 6 or 3 6s. Okay, so it looks like we have only the 7s and 9s left. So I think we need to look for a 7, 9 that is, one is on a circle and one is not. There we go. Found it. And we need to figure out how many 7s and, oh, we found, there's 2. What the heck? Are these connected? I don't know. I guess we probably will figure out that they need to be 2 not on circles. So there are 4 9s, 5 9s, 6 9s, 7 9s, 8 9s, 9 9s. I almost said 10 9s. So we have 9 9s. So then these two need to be 9s because they cannot be any more 9s in circles. This is already given from the other one. That was crazy. That is a fantastic puzzle. I think I am going to take a break and get lunch, and then we'll come back. Oh wait, before we do that, I'm supposed to show some things about the setting process. So let me see here. Pure and Good City, these wonderful setters who have brought us this amazing puzzle, said that they briefly spoke after the announcement of the teams to share the puzzles we sent to MNasty and to discuss our setting style, but not much more. The prompt and the puzzles were revealed soon after, and we efficiently chose 2 puzzles from the 4 we received. We wanted to set a puzzle by combining the modifier of one puzzle with the rule set of the second, and Sleepy agreed. Okay, so this is from Good Studies perspective. After looking at the possible values of pseudocells, see image 1. I come up. Not well. There we go. See image 1. After looking at the possible values of pseudocells, see image 1, it became clear that we needed something more to possibly combine those rule sets. Okay, so they had the circles. Sorry, they had the modifiers and the rule set of the second. I'm not sure. Oh, so these are the actual values. So 72, 81, all that stuff. After looking at the values shown here, it became clear that we needed something more to possibly combine those rule sets. After brainstorming a few ideas, Sleepy had the great idea to interpret pseudocells as look and say clues. I started experimenting with the grid, adding circles could easily restrict some cells from being pseudo, and this almost created a break in in box 9. See second image. So apparently this created a potential break in box 9 because you would need to have row 7, column 7 as the thingy thing, and that would mean something. I'm not sure what the break was, but that makes sense from that's the break in. Oh, create a break in. A break in to box 9. I thought it was a break in box 9, but it's a break in at box 9. Time flew by, and we eventually found a way to bring everything together. The puzzle was built shortly after, incorporating all the ideas we developed during the setting process. Spoiler alert. Well, we read it afterwards, so. Oh, okay. Spoiler alert for the setting process. So the setting process was ones in circles outside the grid. Right, so we did consider that. 10s outside the grid to recall the original puzzle. Right, so the original puzzle, Ever Effins, has 10s outside the grid. There's 10 cells outside the grid, but I think I don't know if there's 50 or there's something around 50 circles. I guess we could count them, but I don't really feel like it. 2 in an X-sum corner with 8s. 2 in an X-sum corner with 8s. Right, so the top right corner, I almost forgot because it's been so long. So we had these 2 8s, right? That was ridiculous. That was a good, beautiful idea. A 0 in an X-sum sum. Did we end up getting that? Yeah, we did. Yeah, end up getting that. A box without any circle. Right, so this one didn't have any circles, which is we needed to get extra 9s from somewhere, which was brilliant. Yeah. So this puzzle was great. I'm not sure how I'd rank the 2 between each other. Oh, it's tough. They were both really good. I don't want to influence anyone's voting either. So we had this one and this one. Oh, they were both fantastic. I mean, I think I'll have to ruminate about it a little bit. It's pretty close, honestly. Like they're both insanely good puzzles, and you should both all 4 of you should be incredibly proud of this. Yeah, they had very different logic in them, but they were both very rewarding, and I thought I think the play with the constraint was a little bit more evident in this one. Maybe that's just because I read through their description, like in terms of like incorporating the different ideas, like comprehensive ideas. But there was a lot of ideas in this one. I haven't. The problem is I haven't solved the medieval upheaval puzzles, so I'm not sure how much of like this logic was like unique to that, or if it was like borrowed logic or standard. So I feel like it's difficult to know how unique this. I mean, the 10 lines interacting with them was pretty sophisticated. Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. It's hard to judge this. I can definitely see why they're in the top four, sure. And we have two more puzzles that we'll be looking at later today. I will probably be back in about like 30-ish minutes. Do I have a break screen? Oh, I just have the regular break screen. All right. Don't go anywhere, or at least come back in about 30-ish minutes. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and I will be back shortly for the next two. Don't leave because we're gonna have a special guest, Ikagisho, on and talking to us about his puzzle and Dorlier's puzzle. All right, see you in 30. Bye. What? Hello, hello. So, yeah, we had a bit of a mishap with the laundry and a bunch of water. So, I'm kind of thinking because it made me quite tired, especially after solving puzzles for 3 hours. And we have our laundry like right next to where the cat litter is. So all the cat litter got messed up, all that area. And then clean all the water out. Still not done. I'm thinking that that we'll just pick up where we left off tomorrow, around maybe the same time, but maybe like 2 hours later than the start time of today. Because I think the next two puzzles are a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and say less rule complex. I mean, I don't know if they're harder or not, but at least when I glanced at them, they seemed less complex for rules. But yeah, just not feeling it right now. So yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish up this. But yeah, no worries. No worries. Don't worry. We will definitely finish it. I'm excited to do the other two puzzles. So thanks everyone for coming out and come back tomorrow around the same time. I'll probably schedule it like within the hour. So when to expect me tomorrow around the same time. Bye.